All right. Good morning, all. You're welcome to Cube Concept Situation Room Forex Analysis for the week ending on the 4th of December 2020. Okay. How was your trading throughout the week? I hope your trading was worthwhile. Okay. We're going to look at some pairs today. On the pairs, we're going to look at Euro NZD, GBP JPY, USD JPY. We're also going to look at gold versus the USD or JPY, NZD USD. We're going to add another pair, which is an equity pair known as SP 500 Mini. We're also going to look at another pair. It's a new pair, but we're also watching that. It's the GBP AUD. Okay. So without much ado, we're going to move on straight to the Euro NZD pair. Okay. As our rules, first and foremost, what's the trend? And we find the trend in the monthly or weekly time frame. So I'm already in the monthly time frame here, and shrinking the time frame. All right, last month ended in a sell. You can see the big bearish candle, bearish Marubozu candle formed there. Okay, and the sell is actually fizzling out because the point which this candle ended, I could see, or I could draw a resistance, or sorry, a support level. Okay, at that support level, you can see that the new month which begins today, that if I zoom in, you can see, let me remove the support line there. You can see a bullish candle forming already. So going to the weekly time frame, you can see that for the past 6 months or so, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, for the past 6 months or so, the Euro NZD pair has been selling. Practically because of the reason that the European continent has been on a lockdown for almost a month and this is 6 weeks rather. That's a month and 2 weeks. They have been on lockdown for practically a month, but we are expecting that things should be easing out this month, especially with the COVID-19 vaccine on the prowl now. Every company is saying that their COVID-19 vaccines are proficient or efficient, and we're beginning to see nations try to give emergency approval for the vaccine to be administered to their citizens. So looking at the technical analysis here, you can see that the sell is beginning to fizzle out on the weekly. On the monthly, we have a bullish candle form. On the weekly, we have a doji form. All right. On the daily, okay. Yesterday there was a sell, right? You can see with the candle there, and a bullish candle is forming today, being Tuesday. I will expect for a buy to be confirmed. I will expect that this bullish candle to close at least above the 10 moving average, and you can see that from 29th of October down till today, the price has not been able to close past the 10 moving average. Okay, so for me, yes, it's a selling market, but I think the selling has been exhausted. I should be expecting a move up, but before I can say that that move is ready to move up, I need a close above the 10 moving average at least 1.70938. So with that, I can say yes, that the uptrend is actually in the offing, and we should be looking for buying opportunities. Right now, it's selling, but today I think it's buying. I just saw a move up now, close to the 10 moving average. Right now, the distance from the current candle, bullish candle, to the 10 moving average is about 34 pips. So I should expect on the daily to do at least, if it does 100 pips, that would be very fine and close above the 10 MA. Then we can be looking for buying opportunities. On the H4, I can see a bullish engulfing candle, all right, and that bullish engulfing is sitting perfectly on a support. So I can see a tweezer bottoms form, which is showing double rejection of lower prices. Then a very strong bullish candle, which is forming right now on the H4, and it has formed above 5 candles before it. So it is above the 20 moving average right now, and it's something to close above it on the 4 hourly, which will push it up above the 50 moving average. That will now have an effect on the daily, which should be somewhere around the 10 or 20 moving average. So for me, it's a waiting game for the Euro NZD, and we'll be looking for buying opportunities. Now, if you shrink, let me see, do I have anything on my... Okay, let me maximize that. Just a moment. Okay, I can see a double bottom formation, but it's not really a perfect double bottom. Let's see what's on the daily. Not really perfect. Okay, so not much of our chart patterns, but we're really looking for buying opportunities with a lot of bullish candlestick patterns that are forming here. So I should be looking for buying opportunities for the Euro NZD. For the GBP JPY, let's go down. Okay, on the monthly, you could actually draw a uptrend. Okay, on the monthly, I could actually see an uptrend on the monthly. Okay, so I think it looks like a buying market, right? And if I maximize, I can see something that is forming that looks like a 3 inside up. The 3 inside up is the type of 3 candlestick patterns. Okay, 3 candlestick patterns. All right, and for me, that's on the daily. Let me see what's on the monthly for the GBP JPY. Okay, for the monthly on GBP JPY, if I minimize, we could see that I'm seeing some higher lows being formed for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months. I can see some higher lows. We're actually waiting for a break above the 50 moving average, because for some time now, the 50 moving average has been acting as a dynamic support. So for my buy confirmations, all right, on the monthly, I would want to, on the monthly, you can't really wait for a month. So I think it's buying. I've seen a morning star formation, and the next candle for today is a bullish candle, which is the beginning of the month. So it's a good indication that this market is going to buy. Okay. On the weekly, I can see what is called the 3 white soldiers. Immediately after, I saw another morning star formation on the weekly. So I think it's a very good buy situation, but I think it's currently at a resistance point. I'm going to draw a resistance line. Yes, somewhere there, perfectly done. So I wanted to break above the resistance line at 139.403. Then I can do an instant buy, or I would rather do a buy stop. That buy stop will be at, let me see, okay, okay. Okay, on my H4, what I'm seeing something like looks like a sell. Let me minimize it and see. Yes, at that resistance I drew, you can see that the market, let me draw another resistance line here. You can see that the market is actually rejecting the movement higher at 139.795. 139.795. Then I am looking at shorting situations. Okay, looking at shorting situations because I can see formation like an inside down forming on the H4. If I maximize that, I'm seeing a point that it's actually selling right now. I would wait for it to probably go below my 10 moving average, then 20, then I could confirm my selling on the H4. But if we go down to H1, let's see what's happening on H1. It's actually selling. It has gone past the 10 and 20 moving average, and the moving average line 10 has actually crossed the 20 moving average. And also on the H1, the price has broken past the 50 moving average downwards. I think if I put on a line chart, I'm seeing a retest of that. So if that retest and goes downward, then I will be shorting this market. Or if I can't wait, I can do a sell stop somewhere. Okay, somewhere at 139.029. So sell stop at 139.029. Okay, 139.029. Then if that's the price passes that point, then I should be shorting this market. Now you see the essence of doing a top to down time frame analysis, all right, so that you won't miss any moves downwards. Okay, so on the weekly it looks as if it's going up, but it's on a resistance. Okay, then if I shrink this market, I can actually draw a downtrend. Okay, so I can actually draw a downtrend. So it looks as if it's buying on the larger time frame. Okay, now if we look at the structure, let me put on my line chart. I can see some movement. The structure, you see there is a down, there is a up, a down, there's an up, and if we want to follow that structure, there should be a down before another up. So I think that is the structure that is playing out in the shorter time frame, and I think the 1 hour is showing us perfectly what's happening. Then we should be looking for shorting opportunities if that point I said before is broken. That point should be again, it was 139.058. Okay, so for the GBP/JPY, we'll be looking for sell confirmations on the GBP/JPY. USD JPY pair, I'm going to go to monthly and I'm going to shrink it. Okay, I think for a while now, this pair has been selling. You can draw a beautiful downtrend line. Now, if I want to use this 200 moving average as a dynamic support, you can see that a falling wedge is forming beautifully. Now, if I want to use a structure here and what the falling wedge does, most times, according to our baby pips, we're going to have an uptrend, then a consolidation. So we're going to expect the move upwards. But that move upwards will only be confirmed if, for me, looking at the monthly time frame, let me go to weekly so that you can see what I want to describe. Okay, if you see on the weekly time frame, for some weeks now, for a very long time, the price has been within the 10 and 20 moving average line. So the 10 and 20 moving average lines have been acting as a dynamic resistance to this pair. Yes, the sell is fizzling out fine, but I'll need a close above the 20 moving average, at least a close above the 20 moving average at 105.72 before I could say that the buy has actually started. Going to a lower time frame now, again on the daily. Let me go back to the week. Let me put a line there so that we can see how that line plays out. Okay, yeah, okay, let's see how that line plays out, the point I wanted to close above. Then on the daily, you can see that point fills in as a resistant point. At some point, it had acted as a support behind, so it has a resistant point right now. So I'll be waiting for a buy confirmation of this market. If I zoom in, you can see that it has been making higher highs on the daily time frame. You can see a bullish engulfing form, which formed at the end of the month, all right, which was yesterday, and a doji candle is forming right now during the day. But let's see how the day plays out. But I'm expecting a move higher. But before that move is confirmed, even on the daily, I would like a situation that the bullish candle that is going to be formed to close above the 20 moving average before I can take my long decisions. Okay, moving down to 4 hourly again, it is still at that same point. Let's put a line there on daily and see how it looks. I would want a situation that it closes at this point. Okay, all right, but let's put it above the 50 moving average. Okay, let's see how it plays out on the H4. Shrink this, shrink this, shrink this. Okay, now on the H4, I see the 200 moving average kind of acting as a dynamic resistance there. So on the H4, it's currently selling right now, but I think, let me see what's on my line chart. Okay, I think it's sort of retest of the 10 moving average. So I take it that that is retesting the 10 moving average for a move higher. So if in the next 4 hours I see a bullish candle form, all right, I can take it up for a buy confirmation. But right now, I wouldn't go for sell situations. I'll be looking for buy setups on the USD JPY pair. So buy situations right now, I'm seeing a retest of the 10 moving average. Okay, and we can see here. Okay, so I think the next hour just started, and I can see a bullish candle form. So I think my buy is in the offing. So you can see that okay, a bullish candle is forming, and I think my buy is in the offing. So I can still do a buy stop above. Remember, I said I would like a close above my 200 moving average on the H4, which is somewhere around 104.575. Okay, so buy opportunities for USD JPY. Okay, so that would be fine if it closes above 104.575. Okay, so we'll be waiting for buy confirmations or look for buying opportunities, and you can do a long for this market. Okay, and we're going to go to a spot metal. Last week we did an analysis and we agreed that gold was going to sell for last week, and I think most of you that entered for the trade had good profits or made good profit because it actually sold the whole of last week. And let's see what's happening this week. On the monthly, if you shrink the market on the monthly, you can see that it has been selling for the past 1, 2, 3, 4 months. Now, I drew a sort of descending trend lines for the past 4 months, and I can see something like, looks like a bullish flag. Okay, and the bullish flag tells me that that part, it's a sort of consolidation after an uptrend. You can see an extended uptrend there, so I should be expecting the trend or the price to move upwards again. Now on the monthly, as you can see, today is the 1st of December, and I'm already seeing a bullish candle that has moved 27 pips. Okay, now if I go to weekly, you can see that the bullish candle formation is on the 50 moving average. Okay, so you can see lower price rejection of the 50 moving average. All right, So I think the market is going to buy this week. Okay, it's going to buy this week, and I would then start for an instant buy if I check my daily and see what's happening. On the daily, I see a bullish engulfing. I would do a buy stop above the 200 moving average at 1802.03. Okay, 1802.03. That's where I'll do a buy stop because this is a bullish engulfing. Fine. I'll wait for another bullish candle to form and close above the 200 moving average. Then I think my buy will be on the way. Now, if I shrink this screen, you'll still see that we have a very beautiful bullish flag. Okay, a very beautiful bullish flag. If I pull this downward a bit, you can see that it's a nice bullish flag. Within that bullish flag, or within that range of a descending channel, I still have about 1,241 pips within that channel. If I expand that, I can see a very beautiful bullish engulfing. So for me, it's a definite buy for this week. Though for the cautious traders, you can decide to do a buy stop above your 200 moving average to see how the market plays out. But for me, I would do an instant buy for this market because I'm already seeing the signs of a long market for the spot metal gold. On the H4, you're already seeing that I've already seen what we call the three white soldier formation upwards. Okay, so I don't have any doubt that this should buy for a while. You can see that the third candle of the three white crows, this time the three white soldiers rather, the three black crows is for a downward move, but this is an upward move, so it's the three white soldier. So the blue candle there, or the bullish candle, closed above the 20 moving average. I'm expecting a retest of that 20 moving average, then the continuation of the move upwards. Okay, if you want to take some pips, at least up to the 50 moving average, you still have about 251 pips to go. So for the cautious traders, once that retest is confirmed and the move up wants to continue, you can do a buy for gold. So I think gold will be buying this week. So get ready to lock in some profits and enjoy your week. Okay, we're going to do the odd JPY pair. Where's the odd JPY? Odd JPY. Okay, let's go down to monthly. Okay, on the monthly, we have been seeing some downward moves. Though for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have been seeing some upward moves. I think there is a retracement. Then I think the upward move is continuing. If I zoom in on the monthly, I think the 10 MA is about to cross the 20 MA upwards. On our line chart, I can see an inverted head and shoulder formation, which tells me that the market is about to go north or higher. Now, the gradient formation here points upwards, and if I measure from the neckline, somewhere here down to the head, I have 100 or 1,159 pips. Okay, remember this is monthly, so it's a long way. It's a long way to have that. You have that. If I have that, meaning that I should be expecting a move up at least throughout the month to be at least 100 and 1,000. Let's see. That should be well above the 200 moving average for the month. So it's a buy setup for us here. And looking at the candle I'm already seeing a bullish engulfing for the month. So I'm expecting a bullish candle to form, dropping down to the weekly. Is there anything on the line chart? Okay, sort of head and shoulder formation, still pointing upwards. If I shrink this now, okay, it has closed above the 10 moving average. It has retested the 10 moving average if I magnify that, and it's still on its way up. So it's a definite let me check my okay. So if you go down to the daily, on the daily, you'll find out that I can see a sort of resistance here. Okay, so if we're looking at that resistance, yes, I can see a sort of resistance there. So meaning that yes, if you want it to, if we're looking for buy situation, we need to wait until this market breaks through that resistance, which is at 77.116. Okay, that's on a daily. So I will look for, I won't wait for it to break upwards. If it doesn't break upwards, then I should be looking at shorting opportunities. But definitely, before that is confirmed, the price should close at least below, way below the 10 moving average. Okay. Now let me go to H4 and see what's happening there. Okay, you can see the resistance line we drew. You can see that price is rejecting the resistance line a couple of times. Now let me see what's on our line chart. I can see a formation of a sort of looks like a double top. Looks like a double top. So I will also wait and see how price reacts to this line or resistance line at 77.166. I think I can do another line very close to the bodies, yeah, where you have a lot of touches. Yes. So the level to look at, it's between 76.921 and 77.116. It's currently buying a little bit on H4. Let me see. Do we have much pips there? Let's see. To the resistance line, we just have 22 pips. I won't recommend that for anybody. But let's wait and see how price reacts at that point. But if it comes lower, I will expect it to break this point. If the price breaks through this point at somewhere at 76.480, then I should be expecting, I should be looking for shorting opportunities. Okay, so I think it's a waiting game for this pair. Let's see how price reacts to those levels that we have been pointed out. Okay, for NZD USD, this pair has been on a marathon move upwards, shrinking the pair. I think it's still on the move upwards. I can there's a morning star formation, and the bullish candle closed above the 50 moving average. Even as the month begins today, I can still see a bullish candle. For the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months, this pair has been buying seriously. Okay, and the bullish candle forming doesn't have any semblance of what wants to recede for now. Okay, so I still look for buying opportunities. On the weekly, I'm seeing 3 white soldiers. Let me minimize a bit. That point looks like a resistance. Is that? Let me try and see if I can see a line somewhere. Okay, I think it's a little bit up. Okay, here. Okay, here. All right, support here. Okay, so I can do 2 lines. Let's see. This is weekly, so can we bring that down? Okay, let me delete this line. I think. Okay, so on the weekly, let me see. Is there anything on my line chart? Let me zoom in. Okay, just seeing higher highs. Okay, on the weekly, I can see some very four bullish candles. Three has closed above the 200 moving average. On daily, okay, I think that line was valid. I can see tweezer tops, meaning high price rejections for the daily. That is price rejected. High price rejection was on Friday and another yesterday. Okay, on Monday rather, and today is still forming. So let's see how that goes. But if I minimize, you will see that for the past, let me see, from the 3rd of November, okay, from the 2nd of November up until today, or rather the 10 moving average has been acting as a dynamic support. So, and you can see that the distance from the 10 moving average to the current price level is still far apart. So, it is a good buy market. So, I'll be looking for buying opportunities in this market right now. But I think, I can see a support line at the current price now. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Yes, so let's see how price reacts at that level. Okay, that corresponds to the tweezer tops that has been formed there. So let's see how price reacts. If it closes above it and does a retest, then we can continue with the buy in the market. Now moving down to 4 hourly, yeah, you can see that the price is actually rejecting that point, or that point is acting as a resistance for the past, I think, a day or two. I can see a gravestone doji formation, and I'm seeing something that looks like an evening star about to form, because the next candle forming is very, very bearish and it's still coming downwards a bit, though the 10 moving average tends to be holding the last two candles. A close below the 20 moving average will now set in a sell for me, yeah, because I think that point is the resistance point, let's see, or support rather. Okay, I think it's a support region, so let's see. Okay, and you can see that the buy has been on for a long time. So yes, it has been buying for a long time. It seems it still wants to buy, but from the look of things on this 4 hour chart, it seems the buy is fizzling out. So I would also wait to see how price reacts at this point before I take my decision. Okay, for me to sell this market, it has to close below, way below 0.70064, and for me to continue buying, it has to break this resistance upwards, uh, break the resistance upwards before I confirm my buy. Okay, so for me, it's still a waiting game for the NZD USD pair. Let's see how price reacts within this region of 0.70064 and 0.70500. Okay, now the last pair we're going to introduce is the GBP AUD pair. Now, the most odd pairs, you know that the bushfires, I think that happened 2 days ago, and that's affecting the odd economy, or the Australian economy. So most of those pairs will be selling because of the Australian economy, okay? And the GBP AUD is currently buying, okay? Let me see. GBP AUD, GBP AUD, GBP AUD. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Just a sec. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so GBP AUD, I need to shrink this so that you can see it's an overall sell market, a long-term sell market. Okay, but you can have buying opportunities in the sell market. All right, so it's a long-term sell market. Okay, on the monthly, if I zoom in, you see that a bullish candle has been formed for the month. Let me see what's on my line chart. You can see a higher high. This looks like a double bottom formation. A double bottom is forming, and it looks like a good profile double bottom on the monthly. Okay, on the, if you shrink a bit, you can see that the pair has been moving up lately. Okay, it has touched this resistance line, it went down, so we're expecting it to move upwards to test the resistance line again. So especially with this forest Amazon fires, the Australian pair, the Australian economy is being affected a little bit. So that those pairs are either selling if you have Australian dollar as the base currency, and the one that you have Australian dollars as the quote currency will be what buying. Okay, so on the weekly, you can see that the 200 moving average has been acting as a dynamic support for some time now. Zooming in, I'm seeing a bullish candle form. I will expect that bullish candle to form above, close above the 20 moving average at the end of the week for a good confirmation that that market it's going to buy. Oh, but if you go to daily, it's currently on a sort of resistant line. Let me put that down. Where price is currently, let me see how that marks out. You can see a lot of choppy moves. You can see a lot of choppy moves. So that point is a point to look out for to see if price breaks it. On the daily, I can see a sort of inside up formation forming here, but I'm going to still do a waiting game. I'll be looking for buying opportunities on the H4 or H4. Yes, a lot of bullish candle formed. Okay, 10 MA cross 20 MA, that's for a buy upwards, and I can see that the candle formed or closed above the 50 moving average, and the next candle that's forming also is also going above the 50 moving average. So it's a short buy, remembering that long term this market is a sell market. Okay, so we can have short buy situations. All right, right now we could do a buy stop above this current point at 1.81896. Okay, then you see how what the price will do at that resistance level. Okay, so I'll be looking for buying opportunities here and to see how the price will react at that point. Okay, so with this, I think we've come to the end of the weekly forecast from the Cube Concept forecast room, or I normally call it the situation room. And of course, with me are other analysts like Derego White, Michael Popan, and our ever indefatigable students that came around to make this day a worthwhile day. Please do post your trades, as we said last week. Do make some comments on our YouTube page as per how the trade played out, and we would love to see those comments and act on it. So see you sometime next week, same venue, situation room of Cube Concept Forex. Thank you very much. Your moderator, as usually, is Aniti Akban. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful trading week. Cheers.